Welcome back, watch addicts. This is my Watch Gang Black Tier 6 months review. Now what I'm going to be doing is just a quick run through. You've already seen the box on, unboxing and stuff and what have you. So what I'm going to do is show you each watch individually, say whether I like it or not, or whether it was worth what it's cost me. Well, with the tax and shipping and everything else, it works out at £120, and I'm going to say whether or not it's worth the price of admission. So I'm going to go through each watch individually, but what I am going to be doing is, now this is going to upset a few people, is showing you an alternative of what you could get for your money. Now these are all brand new, so obviously I have to do brand new, not second hand or new old stock or whatever. It's what I've been able to purchase at £120, and it's a brand new watch. So what I'll do a rundown of the watches I've got here, and then I'll show you the alternatives of what I was able to get for the £120. So we're going to start off with the Nautis. Oh, before I forget, wristwatch check. Wearing my Armand Nicolet JS9 diver / dress watch. I think this is more of a dress watch than a diver's watch. Absolutely beautiful watch, and that watch actually costs more than all of these and all of my alternative watches put together, but we're not going to that. So anyway, this is the Nautis 500 Chrono. Quartz movement. Did come on a metal bracelet, changed it out for the rubber strap because I don't like the metal bracelets. They pinch and they pull the hairs out on my arms as well. So anyway, it's 500 meters. You've got a helium release valve. It's chronograph. You got your date between the 4 o'clock and the 5 o'clock. So you screw down crown as well. Obviously it's not going to be manual wind because it's a quartz movement. Fits in snug. You've got a screw down case back on it as well. It is a very heavy watch, this. I've probably wore it since I've got it maybe 3 times I've wore it. But it does go in like a watch rotation. Sometimes I decide not to wear it, I'll wear something else instead. Put it in the rotation. But this was my September watch. So next up, well, before I forget, do I like it, do I not like it? I did at first because I was actually watching this one of these on eBay, and I was in 2 minds whether to get it or not. It was the exact same colour and everything, and I thought, well, what if I get one of them off Watch Gang? So I decided not to purchase it, and lo and behold, I actually got this watch. So sometimes it's better not getting the watch what you're looking at if you know it's off a Watch Gang. So do I like it or not? Obviously I'm hesitating to say no. I did at first, but it's basically, I've grown out of it, to be honest. I'm not that over keen on it now. So put that to one side. So this is my Charles Hutton Defender. Now this one was my October watch. Did come on a metal bracelet, changed out for the leather strap, which makes it look a whole lot better. You got 100 meters water resistant on this, chronograph as well. Obviously it's not going to be a screw down crown. but screw down case back. I do like this watch. To be honest, I wasn't over keen on it at first, and it grew on me and grew on me and grew on me, and it's become probably, it's in my top 2 favourite watches from Watchgang actually, because I do really like this watch. So that is the Charles Hutton Defender. Is it worth £120? Yes, I'd pay £120 for it, no problem. Next up is the Greyton Native California automatic movement leather strap. It's a nice strap, this actually, nice and flexible. It's a dress watch. It's not a you know, it's more of a dress feel type watch, I'd say. Got pretty good loom on it as well. Date at the 3 o'clock. Now, is this worth the £120 paid? I'd say so. I'd say yeah. You know, it is worth. I'm glad it's in this colour. I did see some of the colours of this watch, and to be honest, I thought, my God, what the heck. You know, and when I opened this up and seen the colour on this, I was very happy. And I love the Roman numerals and the Arabics down below, so I pay £120 for this watch, yes, definitely. Okay, next up we have my December Grant Brown Field Automatic. I have to say, this is probably my favourite Watchgang watch. It reminds me of the Mini Turtle. You know, you've got your rotating bezel, loom on the hour markers and the and your numbers as well, and also on the hands. It is a screw down crown, automatic movement. I believe it's a Seiko NH35 movement. So, you know, it's a decent movement in it. There's no day date on it, which, you know, could it have done with it? Probably not. I like it as it is. I know it's got the khaki green dial on it, but it's, you know, it's like a field diver, and as I say, this is probably my favourite Watchgang watch. Get a close up on that. It does remind me of the Mini Turtle Seiko movement in it. You know, you've got your canvas strap, and you can just about see that the Grant Brown on the buckle. But this is a really nice watch. Would I pay £120 for it? I'd probably pay £150 for it. You know, that's how much I do like this watch. And it is my favourite Watchgang watch. So, and this one is, what is it? It's 100 metres water resistant as well. So, you know, you can go swimming in it. Wouldn't recommend going diving in it, but you can go swimming in it. Next up is my January watch, which has basically overtook everything on my views on YouTube. I really do like this watch. I like it so much that quite a while ago I did actually buy another version of this with the white face, black and red bezel on it. You know, this is a screw down crown. Is it screw down crown? Yes, it is screw down crown. It is an automatic movement, but to be honest, I'm not really over bothered about that. You know, it's a really nice watch. I love these colours as well, the blue and the orange. You got little orange pointer on your second hand. I love the hands on this as well. They're like gladiator swords. You know, I've never really heard of Aquinas, and I'll tell you what, they came in a absolutely fantastic a waterproof rubber bag. You know, they've gone to town on there with this watch. You know, and what you get, you know, what it comes in and everything else. So, you know, you've got your screw down back on it as well. Little Aquinas logo. Little diver on the back. So, you know, you've got 200 meters water resistant with this as well. You know, is it worth the £120? Most definitely. I'd pay £120 for this all day long. You know, what did I pay for the other one? I think I paid I think it was a bit just over 120 after the shipping and everything else, because it did come over from America. It was it probably was a Watch Gang watch what I got off the guy off eBay. You know, because I haven't seen them anywhere else. But I didn't mind paying it because it was actually the watch, you know, I wanted. And then when this came, I was like, oh, very nice. So this is my January Aquinas Hydraulica. Well worth the £120. Oh, by the way, I put it on a rubber strap instead of the metal bracelet. I'm not keen on the metal bracelets, as you probably know. Got this strap from Watch Parts UK. You can find them on eBay. You can find them. They have a website as well. I'll put a link down below, so you can find these straps. A beautiful strap, nice, quite supple but very strong. Nice buckle on it as well. Fits really nice on the wrist. I did get quite a few straps from this guy, James. Nice guy to work with as well. So that's the Aquinas Hydraulica. So next up we have my February watch. This is the Seiko Diver 05 quartz movement. Now you're probably looking at that dial and thinking, I've seen that dial somewhere before. And you probably have. It's on a very expensive watch, and I think it's the Rolex Explorer 2. What you'll find it on. Okay, now you got the Seiko on it, but if you check out one of the old Rolexes, you'll actually see that style of dial. I think is it not Steinhardt, Sterling have done the same dial as well. So I'm just wondering whether this has come out of the same shop as the Sterling. Well, I love the little deep sea diver logo on the back of this. You know, it's a quartz movement, rotating bezel. Yes, I've changed the strap out, as you can see. I did put an NATO strap on it, but I like this strap on it better. Yes, it does look better on the wrist than it does, you know, just sitting in the box. Problem with this watch is the minute hand. I don't like that minute hand. I don't really like the green dial. I've seen this watch with a white dial. It looks absolutely gorgeous with the white dial on it. Not keen on the green dial though. But you know, it's still a decent watch. If they changed the hands on it, it'd probably be a nice, you know, a nicer looking watch. It's just with that pointer, with the arrow, that looks more like an hour hand than a minute hand. If you notice, most watches always have like a pointer for the hour hand and a long minute hand, and these have gone like back to front on it. You know, would I pay £120 for it? No. Would I pay £100 for it? Probably not. Would I pay £80 for it? Maybe. But you know, if it had the white dial, I'd probably pay £100 for it. But as it is, £80 maybe. You know, it's not one of my favourite watches. It's down at the bottom of the list. Actually comes in 5th place, just ahead of the Nautis 500 Chrono. But you know, so that is my 6 months of watches with Watch Gang. So this is the black tier. You know, I was going to go for the platinum tier until I seen what watches they were giving out, and I thought no chance. Sorry Watch Gang, but the watches for the platinum tier I wouldn't even entertain. You know, there's maybe one or two I've seen. You know, like the Spinnaker Haas. That was a nice watch. That was probably worth the money. But some of the other ones, I wouldn't even entertain them. So this is a review on watches. I'll tell you what, let's just do a quick wristwatch check so you can actually see. I'll not put them on properly, but what I'll do, I'll put them on so you can actually see what they look like on the wrist. You know, that is a huge chunky watch, that. You know, it sits massive on the wrist as well. This one does fit nice on the wrist. It's a nice looking watch. Well, this is probably my third favourite. This probably come in 3rd place out of them. And Native California. Yeah, put it on properly. See what it looks like. I hate not seeing watches on the wrists, you know, because you can see what it actually looks like. It's alright, you know, when it's in a box and that, but when you know, sometimes when you put it on the wrist, it looks completely different. So, and then the Grant Brown. I like this on the wrist. This feels really comfortable on the wrist as well. I'm pulling a bit tight like, but just give you an idea of what it looks like on the wrist. And then you've got your Aquinas. Yeah, I think it looks a lot better with the rubber strap on it. But like I say, I do like this watch as well. This probably comes in at this will come in at number 2 on my list. Well, that's a nice watch. And then, as I say, this does look a lot better on the wrist than, you know, just sitting there. So ratings. Last place, next. It's It's hard between these two, between that one and that one. But I'll stick with that as it is. So that's basically my first place, second place, third, fourth, fifth, sixth place. So that is my 6 months review on the watches. So next up, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you alternatives to the watches. Like I say, £120, no cheating. I've got these either off like eBay, Amazon, or off websites. They are all brand new. There's no like, you know, second-hand new old stock or anything like that. You know, and the price of the £120 includes the postage as well, because I can't do, like, you know, I've got to do it exactly the same as how much it's cost me with the postage on these, because it's $99, which works out £92 plus your postage and your taxes, so it works out to £120 with the postage and the taxes on top. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the alternatives next, and then you can decide whether or not it's worth you joining Watch Gang or not. To be honest, I think it is worth joining Watch Gang. You know, I love waiting to get my box and unveil it and see what I've got. You know, it's more of a surprise than, you know, which I do like the most, is the surprise of getting the watch. I don't like looking on like the forums to see what people have started getting and that. I think it actually spoils the fun of getting the watch itself, you know. And the reason why I did join is because the likes of the Grant Brown, the Aquinas, Charles Hutton, the Greyton, I probably wouldn't have found. Well, I did find that one, like, but you know, the others I probably wouldn't have found, and they probably wouldn't have been in my collection now. So, you know, is it worth you joining Watch Gang? It all depends whether or not you've got the money just to, you know, splash out. If you haven't got the money to splash out and you want something, you know, of your own choice, just go out and buy, because I'm going to show you in a minute or two what you can get for your money, and you'll actually be shocked what you can actually get for your money, and you know, whether or not you'd like it better than, you know, what I've done. So like, you've got like diver field watches and stuff like that. So what I've done like a representation of what the type of watches it is. So like, you've got a chrono, you've got like a more like a dress field type watch, divers watches. So what I've done, I've got alternatives to show you what you can get for your money. So anyway, that's the 6 months black tier Watch Gang watches up to date. I will be doing up to 12 months, and I probably will carry on. You know, to me, it's worth it. You know. So anyway, I'm going to show you alternatives now. Okay, so now we come to the alternatives of what you can get for your money. Now I'm going to start off, so like, you got your Nautis 500 chrono. So this is the steel dive. Let me get a close up on this. So this is your steel dive SD 1970 Captain Willard automatic. This is a representation of the Seiko, what he wore in the film Apocalypse Now. This is 200 meters water resistant. It's got a great lume on this. You got your date as well. The difference between this and the original Seiko, I don't know if you can see on here, it doesn't actually line up with the 4 o'clock. The Seiko one actually lines up with the 4 o'clock, so you can tell whether it's real or not if you buy a Seiko one. So anyway, this is the steel die version of it. Screw down case back on it. I'll say 200 meters water resistant. Got a rotating bezel. Got a screw down crown. Do that. You got a automatic Seiko NH35 movement in it as well. It did come with a different strap, but I bought the Seiko strap for it. Same strap as what's on the Seiko as well. So this is basically the alternative to the Nautis 500 chrono. I know it's not a chronograph watch, but I never use chronograph anyway. Very rarely use the chronograph. Yeah, so it's not really worth me buying the chronograph. It's only really for display purposes for me with the chronographs. But this is what you can get for your money instead of the Watch Gang watch. This one actually only cost me $114.99 including the postage. Now, like I say, if you do look around, look on eBay, look on Amazon, in the shops and stuff, on online websites, the shop watch shop websites, you will find some really decent watches. You get them at some really decent prices. I do like this. Do a little wrist check. Fits nicely on the wrist. Feels lovely on the wrist as well, this. Yeah. So that is my alternative to the Nautis 500 chrono. So next up, in place of the Charles Hutton, I've got the Seiko SKS 641-P1 Quartz movement chronograph. You got your 24-hour inner, it's not really a bezel, but it's an inner dial. It's 100 meters water resistant as well. Came on a metal bracelet, changed out the bracelet because I didn't like the bracelet. So it's not a screw down crown. There's a screw down case back on it. It is a nice watch, and this was $119.99. Now I got this from a well-known high street jewellers. Begins with a H, ends with Samuels. So that's this was actually a bargain. Got this one from the Southport shop. I do go up to the Southport shop every now and again. But that is your alternative to Charles Hutton. Now then, which one would you have? Which one would you go for? This one or this one? To be honest, I'd probably go with the Charles Hutton. So, that's don't get me wrong, the Seiko one's nice. The only problem with the Seiko one, they should have done loom on it. There's no loom on that one whatsoever. But, still a nice watch. But I go with the Charles Hutton on this occasion. It is a nice watch. There is alternatives. You can get some really nice Seiko Citizen alternatives as well. For less than £120. But that's what I've got in the price range. So next up, I've got two choices actually. Next up, I've got the Seiko SNE 471P1 Solar. You got your day date, It did come on a metal bracelet, changed it out, put the NATO strap on it. 100 meters water resistant. This is a nice watch. Oh, do you know, I didn't even what's the name? Didn't even show you what this one looks like on the wrist. There you go. That's what that one looks like on the wrist. Doesn't look too bad actually. Kind of more of a dress style of watch. Anyway, nice watch. Back to this other Seiko. I love this watch. You know, 100 meters water resistant. You got a screw down case back on it. I did put the NATO strap on it. So let's see what it looks like on the wrist. Let's just do a little quick. That's what it looks like on the wrist. Very nice. Yeah, beautiful watch this. I've got had like a lot of comments on it. You know, you've got drilled lugs, so you can get your pins out very easily on this. It's not a screw down crown on it either. Just a you know, Seiko movement, solar powered. You do have to what's the name? Pop it in the sunlight every now and again. You can't just keep it in your watch box. But I do wear this watch in my rotation. This watch actually does get quite a lot of wrist time. So this is in place of the Greyton. Now then, which one would you prefer? That one, Seiko, or the Greyton? You know, comment, see what, you know, tell me what you think. Is that one worth more than that one? Actually, this one is. I actually got this on offer. But you know, you can still get them at $119.99. So, you know, I did get there is another alternative to the Seiko, and that's this Citizen. Now I got this off Amazon, and they're still the same price. I only paid $109.95 for this one. You know, got great loom on it as well. Solar powered, canvas strap. Strap is quite nice. You know, you got kind of leather on the back. I think it is. Is it leather on the back? Not quite sure. But you know, you got buckle. But you know, this is a nice watch, all blacked out. Nice to wear. Let's just do a little wristwatch, a little wrist check. See what it looks like. What it looks like on the wrist. It is a really nice watch. This does get quite a bit of wrist time as well. It is a, I'd say it is a solar powered watch. You know, you've not got a screw down crown with it, but you know, it is nice. Well, that's another alternative, along with Seiko. You know, which one would you choose? You know, if you had the choice of the three for £120, which one would you get? Somebody's going, the Seiko. Well, yeah, I'd go for the Seiko, but that when I posted that up, I've got like over 100 likes on that. Crazy. Loads of comments on this watch. But, so you know, you've got good alternatives there, less than £120. So next up, so this and go against the Grant Brown, which is actually my favourite watch. So this is a depth charge. This I think it's what's the name? One of I think it's Watch Shop's own. But this is a automatic movement. Let's just give it a wind up. Screw down crown, rotating bezel, and there you go. I think it's a Seiko NH35 movement in it. Tell you what, Seiko NH35 movement doesn't have to get put in a lot of watches. And the reason why is because it's a pretty decent movement. I know people saying, oh, it's a load of crap and what have you, but you know, we're not talking about Anetta, you know, movements and stuff like that, and talking silly money and what have you. You know, you do get some, what's the name, you do get some very expensive watches with like an Anetta 28, 24 movement in it, which is like over £3 grand, and you get the same movement in the watch, which is like 300-400 quid. You know, so mind what you say. But you know, this is a nice watch. It's the depth charge. It's the DB106611. You know, rotating bezel, 200 meters water resistant, screw down case back. It did come on a metal bracelet, but as you know, I always change out. So let's do a little wrist shot, so you can see what it looks like on the wrist. So that's what it looks like on the wrist. This is a really nice watch, this, and believe it or not, I actually got this. Bear in mind, I've not cheated or anything like that. Including the postage, £93.50. Now, to be honest, value for money wise, I don't think I've got anything anywhere near it. You know, that's absolutely fantastic watch for that price. 20mm lugs on it, screw down crown, find that in. You know, you got your rotating bezel. Spin it around. Okay, this is probably the first one I've done. Spin around. You know, does it line up? Yes, it does line up. You know, for the price of this watch, you know, compared to the Grant Brown, like, you know, which I'm comparing it to. Let me just take this off and from side by side. Now the question is, which one would you have? You know, is it an easy choice for you or a hard choice for you? Now for me, it's a pretty hard choice. Now don't get me wrong, I do really like this Grant Brown, but I do like this depth charge. You know, it's a case of which design do you like better. You know, because I think on the official website, I think they're about, I can't remember how much they are, but just check them out anyway. But they are a really nice watch. I don't want to say just in case I get it wrong. Well, like I say, I only paid £93.50 for it, brand new, boxed, still all taped up and everything. You know, all the plastics all over it, you know, to stop it getting scratched and everything. What, you know, which one would you have? Me, it's a very hard choice, this one, actually. If I was putting it up against, if I put the Grant Brown up against this one, it'd be this one every time. Because this has become one of my watches to grab to wear. If I can't decide which watch I want to wear, I just grab hold of this one now. So, but you know, you've got all different alternatives. So, next up, let's just straighten these up a bit so you can actually see them still. Now, for replacement of this. Now bear in mind I do like this watch. You know, this is joint, I'll say joint second, because I can't decide between this one and the Charles Hutton. I do like them both very much, you know. So alternative wise, you can get Citizen, solar powered, eco drive. You know, you got your day date. It's just it's crossing over. Change it over time. And the date will change over. So you got your. So this one is your Citizen BM 7450-81M. Now this is a really nice watch. I've been seeing these all over the place. You can get them in with the black dial. I've preferred the blue in this actually, and from the watch's name, from Watch Parts UK, I got this strap. Fits beautifully on this watch. Looks nice on the watch as well. Sets it off. It did come with a steel bracelet. I'm not going to go there again. You got a screw down case back as well. Fantastic watch, rotating bezel. Keeps the time absolutely fantastic, you know. Probably what, 3 seconds a month out, if that. You know, for what's the name, a cheap quartz movement, that's absolutely fantastic. Well, you know, this is an alternative to the Aquinas. You know, it's a case of which one would you go for? Which one do you like better? You know, a bit more closer up. So put this one on the wrist and you can see. What do you reckon? It's a nice watch. You know, paid $99.99 for that one. Sorry, I was after the picture a bit then. So penny less than £100 paid for that. I know you can get it cheaper because H. Samuels had it really cheap at one time. You know, it's, you know, I couldn't even understand how cheap, how they could do it that cheap, but they did. You know, I really do like shopping at H. Samuels as well. I've got some quite a few watches off them. Fantastic to buy from. You know. And some of the prices ridiculously low when they've got the sales on. Always look for the sales. Cracking prices you get some of the watches for. Anyway, that's the Citizen, the alternative to the Aquinas. So the question is, which one would you get? Yeah, which one would you go for? Both got great lume on them as well. Okay, this one's 200 meters, that one's only 100 meters water resistant, but you know, do you need the 200 meters water resistant? Are you going scuba diving? Probably not. So that's the alternative to the Aquinas. So next up, alternative to the Cello. I've got a another steel dive watch. Now check this little beauty out. So this one is Steel Dive SD 1954, Seiko movement, rotating bezel, screw down crown, screw down case back. It did come with a metal bracelet, but I changed it out. As I say, I've been getting my watch straps from Watch Parts UK. They've got a website, or you can get them on eBay. So it's watch_parts_UK. You know, you've got some fantastic straps. I love these straps. You know, I've got, oh god, I've got a lot of them lately. I've just been replacing the straps I don't like, which I've got from other people. Anyway, this is like I say, this is this steel dive, marine, 200 meters water resistant. So you've got your screw down crown, rotating bezel. Very nice watch, this. Just wind it up. Actually, I should have wound them before I started the videos. As you can see, away it goes. And screw the crown back in. There we go. Lovely looking watch. You know, you got your screw down case back, little logo on the back of it as well. Zoom into that, look at that. You know, I wasn't sure about steel dive at first, to be honest, and then I was watching Jody on Just One More Watch, and to be honest, he does have some absolute cracking reviews on some watches, and because of him, I started getting, you know, got a couple of steel dive watches, and this one cost me, believe it or not, $109.99. You know, $109.99 for that. Absolutely brilliant. Seiko NH35 movement. You know, what more could you ask for? And let's see what it looks like on the wrist. So on the wrist, that's what it looks like on the wrist. Really nice watch that. Let's get a close up now. Yeah, sapphire crystal as well. You know. But see, for your money, that's what you can get. This one's actually got sapphire crystal as well. And so is this one. Your Seikos are all hardlex. Mineral crystal on your Citizen, I'm sure of it. Same with this one, it'll be mineral crystal. Now, especially for the price of the watch, it'll be mineral crystal. But saying that, for the price of that watch, that's an absolute bargain, that watch. But like I say, these are the alternatives you can get. You know, if you want to put your money to something different than the Watch Gang watches, you know. But like I say, I'm happy with Watch Gang. You know, I have had, what, out of the 6 watches, I'd say 5 of them, you know, even like the Cello, you know, I'm still going to wear it, you know, and it's still going to be in my watch collection. You know, I can't remember how many watches I've got now. Ridiculous amount now. But like I say, you know, what you can get for your money, you know, compared to what you pay in a watch club, you know, it's you know, it's up to you. But like I say, you know, when you can save up and get stuff like this, you know, Harmon Nicolay, Rolexes, Breitlings, Amigas and stuff like that, you know, APs and stuff, you know, is it worth spending out all that money on, like I say, like this watch itself probably cost round about what, if you take that one away, all of what these cost. You know, would you have that one watch, or would you have all these watches? You know, that's what you got to think to yourself. Is it worth paying out for like a Grail watch? You know, even like I could add this into the price of these and it still wouldn't come to the price of one of my other watches. You know, is it worth spending out all that money? You know, for me it's more, you know, I love collecting watches. It is an investment for me as well. You know, if the shit hits the fan, so to speak, at least I've got something to sell. But like I say, you know, you've got your alternative to your watch gang watches. You know, have a think about, you know, whether or not you would like to join watch gang. I do recommend it. You know, I'm happy with them. You know, to be honest, I've not really had any crappy watches off them, to be honest. You know, the Nautis I did like when I first seen it and, you know, started wearing it and changed the strap out on it. But, you know, when you start getting as many watches as I've got, you know, it basically gets put by the wayside. You know, so it doesn't appeal to you much anymore. You know, whereas like the Charles Hutton, the Grant Brown, the Aquinas, you know, they're still, like, you know, in my favourites, you know, watches. You know, the Greyton's still a decent watch and that, you know, and I do like the Greyton. You know, probably if the Celor was a different, what's his name? You know, if that had the white dial, if I got the white dial one version of it, I probably would have liked it even more. You know, and I'll tell you what, they do a nice chronograph version of this. I checked on the website, and the chronograph version of this is rather appealing. So check them out anyway. So, but like I say, you know, it's up to you. You know, whether or not you want to join Watch Gang or not. You know, I'll leave a link down below, so you can. They do the spin the wheel. So if you join up, you'll get 50 Watch Gang points, which you can add to points that you can buy on there. You know, it's up to you whether you want to join or not. You know, I'm not forcing you to join. I'm not telling you you should join. But, you know, for me, it's more of the thrill and the surprise of when you open the box and see what you get. And don't forget, a lot of people's choices are different. You know, some people might not like the diver watches, but yet they like you know, the chronograph watches, the dress watches and stuff like that. You know, well, like I say, on Watch Gang you can actually choose what type of watches you do like, because they do have a list of what you run through, and you can do like dress watches, field type watches, chronograph watches. You know, when you go on it, you'll see, you know, you get the choice: metal straps, or, you know, the metal bracelets, rubber straps, or leather straps, or whatever. Sometimes you don't get, you know, the metal straps. Most of the time I have. I think there's only the Greyton that I've got on a leather strap. All the rest of it actually all come on the stainless steel bracelets. So, like I say, it's up to you whether you want to join or not. Like I say, you know, if you've got money to spend, you know, and you're not short of cash or whatever, you know, and you want nice little surprises each month, you know, join up. you know, or save up, get your Grail watches, you know. You know, like I say, I've got a few Orises and stuff like that, and you know, Longines. What else have I got? You know, I've got quite a lot of watches. Like I say, so you know, if you're a watch fanatic and you like Christmas every month, and you like doing little unboxings and stuff, little surprises, go for the Watch Gang. You know, I do know how they get the watches and how they afford to buy the watches, and I know what it's all about. It's not hard to figure out, but you know, they do help. What's his name? Some of these watch companies get established, and you know, they do help them out. You know, get them up and running and stuff. Bring you know, bring them back to life, especially in this bad times that we're having at the minute. You know, so it's up to, you know, like I say again, it's up to yous. You know, you got your alternatives, you got your watch gangs. You know, if you can afford to get both, get both. But like I say, I am a watch addict, so it doesn't really bother me. I like all different styles of watches, all different prices of watches. You know, you don't have to, you know, buy a Grail watch, you know, just to fit in and stuff like that. You can get some really nice, you know, watches and stuff that, you know, people will respect you for. You know, I've got like Seiko, Seiko Samurais, you know, stuff like that. You know, not overly expensive, but not cheap either. So you know, you get stuff like that. You know, people will not think any difference of you. You know, it doesn't bother me what people wear on the wrist. You can wear a cheap 1999 watch like that. You know, the strap actually costs more than the watch itself. You know, the strap itself was £23 or £24. You know, the watch 1999. So you know, it's a case of, you know, whatever you want. But anyway, that's my Watch Gang 6 months review. I'll do next month's review as soon as it comes. Hopefully I'll have it out in the same night, because no doubt I'll probably be working, and then I'll get home, do the watch unboxing, get the video up, and we can see what we've got for March. I'm hoping it's going to be something good. So anyway, stay safe, keep watching, hit that subscribe button. Not bothered if you like the video or not, that's up to you. I hope I've helped you out, and keep watching.